know just what is required. My brain knows how to decipher the messages. Looking brighter, already paid up the piper. My game is getting much tighter. I feel my body on fire. Now it's game time. All the practice to prepare for this main time. I could do anything, that's my baseline. Go ahead and do you, I'ma make mine. You gon' read me in the headlines. Always go up, I don't know a decline. On the glow up, getting better with time. Yeah, I'm about to hit my prime.
The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams we must defend. And we know what we represent.
So we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Hardcore Sports Sunday Morning Show, episode 17. And I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody, as this is the last day of 2023. I'm here with my guys, Mac the Giants fan and the other guy. How's everyone doing?
Doing
Great,
good,
man.
doing
Doing
good.
good this morning.
Yeah. I mean, what time did the pay-per-view end, Mac? What time did it end last night?
It was almost midnight, not quite, a little earlier than midnight, little before midnight.
Okay, because I thought it was going to end like around 1 or something. I thought it was going to go a little bit longer. But, yeah, let's just get this started with the good and the bad and ugly of last week. Tyler, let's go with you.
Oh my goodness, where to begin? So I know this is a topic for later, but I'm going to start reverse. I'm going to go with my ugly of the week. The referees for the Detroit Lions versus
Oh my God.
Jaguars game.
I'll be right back.
Absolutely atrocious ending to the game there. You have a guy who's coming to say he's eligible. The referee's ignoring him and walking away. I mean, it's ridiculous. For my good, oh boy. Let me think about this. I will give my good over to the Patriots for actually being able to win a football game recently. They've actually shown that they can score points on offense, which a little too late in the season to do anything with now, but can always at least show that next year may have some promise for at least some of these guys. And then for the bad, I am going to go with the Jaguars getting blown out of the water by the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers will have been a very okay team, very flippy-floppy. I feel like the Jaguars should have been able to put up more than just 12 points.
Well.
What is up, Chad? What is up, man? Yep. The rap needs to be fired. Here we go again. All right, Mac, you're up.
Oh, I mean, Tyler, you took a couple other guy. You took a couple of my took a couple of my ideas there a little bit, but I'm gonna still follow up. But to start with the good, my good is the Detroit Lions for clinching the NFC North Division, winning their first division title since 1993, getting an opportunity to host their very first postseason matchup at Ford Field ever. So that's my good at Detroit Lions, man. Haven't won a division, haven't had a division title ever since it's been the NFC North. The last time they won was '93 when it was still the NFC Central. So get the Detroit Lions my good. My bad are the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. Just this team has had ample opportunities to put a chokehold on AFC South division. They seem to refuse to want to. They are still now locked in with a tie, I believe, with the Indianapolis Colts maybe in that division. I think, and it's just absolutely ridiculous that this team, that is clearly the most talented team in that division, cannot seem to put the rest of the teams away and separate themselves from the rest of the pack. I don't know what the disconnect is, what the issues are, but they've got a solid quarterback. They got one of the better young quarterbacks in the league. They've got some good guys at skill positions. They got a good head coach. They've got some players on defense. I don't know what this team's issue is and why they can't seem to create separation in a division in which I think they're immensely more talented than everyone else in that division. The ugly for me, also the referees in general, just inconsistent calls. It's been terrible all season long. I feel like if you're gonna make bad calls, make the same bad calls for everybody. It doesn't matter the name on the back of the uniform. Make the same bad calls for everybody, or don't call them, man. These roughing the passer penalties are getting out of control. It's ruining the game. I mean, I understand you want to protect quarterbacks, but some of these are getting so ticky tacky. It's just absolutely, and they're game changing calls. They're not even. They're actually literally game changing calls. Inconsistency with pass interference calls. Inconsistency with just everything, man. It's just it's been atrocious by the referees this season. The NFL really needs to address this issue because it's starting to ruin the game. So that's what I got, man.
All right. So for me, the good is that the Eagles finally ended the losing streak. We finally got on the board. And yeah, about time with that. The bad is actually the Kansas City Chiefs for me. The Kansas City Chiefs have been going downhill. No one can catch the dang ball. And Patrick Mahomes is about to have a temper tantrum. And oh yeah, and Travis Kelsey threw his helmet, so there was that as well. And you know what? The ugly, I'm not going to go with the refs here. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I know they lost by 2, but again, they're just finding ways to lose. Like, I just don't know what's going on with them. Please don't let Harbaugh go there. I know that's not going to happen, but still, I don't want that to happen. Well, some of a gun.
Shots
I
got
should have put
engaged.
a ring on. Yeah. Congrats to her, not. Yeah, honey. Hey, what is up? Wait. All right. So for next, Russell Wilson gets benched for Jared Stidham, but Russell Wilson still wants to be a Denver Bronco. So, Mac, what do you think of this?
I don't know what to make of this. I think Sean Payton just never has liked Russell Wilson ever. I'm almost curious why he took the job at all, knowing Russell Wilson was the quarterback in place there, knowing with just the kind of contract Russell Wilson had that he was definitely going to be the quarterback for that team, and clearly he has an issue with Russell Wilson. I mean, even initially from the press conference when he got hired for the head coach, as to be the head coach, it was took him kind of taking little cheap shots at Russell Wilson, and then now we're hearing coming out that they gave out to Russell Wilson an ultimatum about restructuring his contract or he'll get benched, and I don't know what to make of all of this. It's just really weird. But the fact of the matter is, there's no way you can think that Jarrett Stidham, whatever his name is, gives you a better chance to win football games down the stretch here than Russell Wilson. And these are important games because the Broncos still have a puncher's chance to get into the postseason. And the fact that you're just going to bench Russell Wilson now for Jarrett Stidham is is mind blowing to me. Wilson has had her. He's been up and down this year, but at the end of the day, he still gives you a better chance than Jarrett Stidham, and there's still a couple of very all important games left on the Broncos schedule. I don't know what to make of it. This is a soap opera drama. It doesn't look like Russell Wilson's going to be the quarterback for the Broncos next year going forward. So I don't know. This is a
Yeah.
mess.
All right, Tyler, then I'll go.
Yeah, definitely interesting timing on it, especially with the Broncos finally showing they could be competitive with the rest of the NFL. I think Russell Wilson was actually finally starting to find a little bit of a groove, but I do also know he was making accusations that the organization was looking to permanently bench him if he did not remove his injury clause from his contract back during the bye week, which, if this is true, is very shameful on the organization. But another thing I would like to bring up is that even after the bye week, they continue to play Russell Wilson. So I'm not sure how much of this is true, but we may never know.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, hold on. So for me, the Broncos were on a 5-game winning streak at one point, and now you just bench him. I get Sean Payton doesn't like him and whatever. That's gonna cost him so much money in the cap this offseason, like 200 mil or something like that. So if he does get traded, where would he go? Like me and Philly halftime, we were talking about this yesterday on the weekend wake up. Um, I think I said the Raiders, he said the Patriots, and some other teams that could use a quarterback there. Steelers were another one as well.
Giants are one.
I did not want to say that. I
Honestly,
did not want to say that.
if the Giants had an actual good quarterback, then they could be a threat. But until they get rid of Danny Nichols, they ain't going nowhere.
Well, yeah. Hey, what is up, Coach? How's it going, man? Coach is on the Twitter
What's up,
side.
Coach?
Hopefully
Happy New
everything's
Year.
going. Yeah,
Happy
happy
New
New Year
Year,
to you,
Coach.
Coach. Your mobile is lagging. Okay, BRB. All right. So I'm trying to think of another team that is like people. I think halftime said Chicago Bears, and I'm like, I think they're going to stick with
They
Justin Fields.
haven't. They're probably gonna wait till the off season. They're gonna
Yeah,
probably wait till the off season to make a final decision on what they want to do.
right, right. I mean, the trade deadline is over, isn't it? So they gotta wait. But
Yeah.
I mean, the Broncos are just, I don't know, man. They lose to they lost to the Patriots, so something's going up over there. All right, and then here's something Tyler and I were talking about earlier, Mac. Could Joe Flacco win Comeback Player of the Year? Because I'm trying to think of somebody besides Damar Hamlin, and I'm like, I can't think of anyone else. I'm
Uh,
drawing a blank. Anybody? Can you let me
I think
know?
you're on to something there, man. I think you're on to something. Flacco, he's come in and done some good stuff, man. He found a good, perfect fit. A team that had a championship ready defense and had some good skill position players on the offense. And they just needed a quarterback that could come in and not lose games for them, and that's what Flacco's provided for them. I mean, he's come in, he's got 13 touchdown passes in this short time there with the team. I mean, New York Giants have 13 touchdown passes all season as a team combined. So Flacco is definitely come in and done some good things for this football team. He still shows the signs of old Joe Flacco. You know, it seems like he still can't get out of a game without throwing one bad interception. But at the end of the day, he's still winning football games for this football team. And I tell you what, the Cleveland Browns are going to be a dangerous team in the postseason. Not going to be a team anybody's going to want to go up against. Because, like I said, that defense is championship ready, and it is legit and it's for real. So, Joe Flacco, man, he might have, I think he might pull this off. I can't think of anybody offhand right now who would be a better candidate than him for this award.
Yeah, Chad goes, Damar Hamlin would have been my pick as well, Mitch. I got no other names. And then Coach says, has Flacco put enough time for Comeback Player of the Year? I mean, how many weeks has he played? Like 2, 3?
I think 3 weeks.
It's been about 5 now.
Are you sure?
It's been almost 5. This will be like a fifth week or something like that. This will be about the fifth week, I believe.
I'll
About his
look it
fifth
up.
game, maybe.
Hey,
At least fourth or fifth, definitely.
I think this is just like the obvious. I mean, if they give it to Damar Hamlin, though, it's just a great story for what happened to him. But Joe Flacco's putting in that work at
I don't
40
think
years old.
I don't think they can give it to Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin's been inactive for several games this season. He's been a lot of games where he's been a healthy scratch for the Buffalo Bills. I don't think he really has a real shot at it. Just not because he hadn't really
So
had the
what
time on the
I've
field.
started to realize last year is that the comeback player of the year award isn't so much about it's more so about the story than actual deservingness. Because think about it. Derek Barnett came off of an ACL tear, I believe it was that following last
Yeah.
season,
Uh-huh.
and went for a career high in sacks, and he wasn't even in contention to win comeback player of the year. The fact that DeMar Hamlin is even on the football field right now is, I think, going to be what most people are going to use as their basis for the comeback player of the year vote, and that's why I think they will give it to him. While I think Joe Flacco definitely has an argument to be in that conversation, I just feel like it's DeMar Hamlin going to win it just because it's something that, for the story, I think will be better. And I feel like they'll get a lot of outrage if they don't give it to him off the from the rest of the media and whatnot.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, but look at when Peyton Manning came back from that neck injury. Obviously the story was there, but he balled out. He actually played like MVP that year. So I just disagree. Like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's just like, what has he hasn't done anything. It's just, I don't know. It's a tough subject. I'm not getting into that. Um, Let me know, guys. Is there another guy for comeback player of the year that we're forgetting? Because I think it's only them two. And Mac, you were right. It's been 5 weeks for Flacco. 5 weeks, yeah. And here we go. Hopefully, Philly halftime is in the chat for this one. Did the Detroit Lions get screwed last night? Tyler, let's start with you.
Absolutely.
Go for
Well,
it.
I will say this. They were screwed from that opportunity to win. I will not say that was their game to. I'm not going to say that they were going to win that game guaranteed if it weren't for the no call. Or it weren't for that call, excuse me.
Yeah.
But to take away their opportunity to win because the ref was being incompetent and was not going to do his job, I think is absolutely just incredibly competent of that referee and that coaching staff. There should never be any reason a player is trying to run up to you, report eligible, and you just walk away from him and will not give him a second look.
Mac?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Like I said, I was telling you guys earlier, I didn't see the game actually because I was doing another stream last night. But from everything I'm hearing, it seems like like the fix was in, man. And at the end of the day, I still don't like to really bring it down to this one call because obviously there was still plenty of other of time in the game where Detroit could have done more and just had put more points on the board. To be quite frank, to win this football game, but this call was crucial. They got the ball with a minute and change left. They went straight down the field, put the ball in the end zone. It's got a 2 point conversion, and for it to get called back from what seems to be a bad call. It's just what I was just talking about earlier. The referees and the consistency with their penalties and things they call, man. It's just they're not being held accountable nearly enough, man. And they're ruining games and they're changing games, and it makes you think that Tim Donahue effect from the NBA, man. Do these guys got money on it? They damn so. I don't know, but it's just to me the Detroit Lions, from everything I know about last night and what I've heard about, seemed that the fix was in, and they did definitely get screwed.
Yeah. These referees got to start being held accountable. They just hurt teams and that are in the playoffs. Yep. Well, they did help the Eagles. I'm just gonna say that the Eagles are now the second seed. Ah, let me play devil's advocate. Devil's advocate here. What is up, Blaze? Do we know for sure that Decker checked in? Are we all? Are we
There is
sure?
a video I saw on Twitter where he ran over to the referee He went over to the referee, tried to talk to him, but the referee turned away and walked away from him.
That's a little odd. That's really odd. What do you mean he just walked away? He just walked away?
In the video, the referee turns his back to him and walks away as he's running over to him.
Oh. Alrighty then.
Now, again, as he said, we cannot be sure if he actually said anything or not. For all we know, he could have just run over to him with the intention of doing it, saw him walking away, then didn't say anything. So, again, that's what I was getting to, Chad. Thank you. Excuse me, not Chaz Blaze. So, while he is correct, there's no way we'll ever know if he truly said that. I highly doubt he'd run over to the referee just to go look at the ref and then go back.
Yep. And then halftime goes, the refs and coaches on plays like that get notified that the play that they play, oh my god, that play is going to be this game
And
before
well,
the
yes,
game even starts.
they were informed that he
Good
could
English halftime, good English.
He still has to go to the referee and report that he's going to be eligible for that play.
Huh.
I guess it's just messy, man. It's all a messy situation. Like you said, we'll never know the real truth.
But to me, it is on the player too. Make sure that the ref knows you're checking in. Don't just assume. But we don't have all the evidence yet. I'm just gonna say this right now.
I mean, that is also true.
Yeah. There's two sides to every story. And obviously, everyone's gonna say that the Lions got screwed because it is Dallas in Dallas. So if it was like another place, what is up, Blaze? Yep. It's just time and time again, when it's enough, it's enough. Like for me, I know it's like the refs are trying their best and everything. There is mistakes. They do make mistakes, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Here's the thing. There's always going to be mistakes. That's always going to be a thing in the game because there will always be human error.
Right.
But what's unacceptable is when there are blatant calls that these guys are seeing and are either ignoring them or they're just making up penalties or nitpicking to give one side an advantage over the other. That's where this is really
Seems to be
coming
a
down
lot of that
to. They
going on
consider to
this
be
season.
mistakes, but especially game-changing mistakes. Those are ones that are extremely hard to justify.
Yep. That game almost killed. Well, of course, you're a Cowboys fan. Of course. And he did check in. Okay. NFL, please hire Rant Philly halftime to be the ref. Oh, God, Chad.
All right. Philly halftime's got to report to refereeing school. He's going to get these referees back in check.
Can you imagine if that actually happened? Jesus. He will get tired just by walking the field. But, yeah, just like it's crazy now. Now, everybody today is going to look at the refs and be like, don't make a mistake. Can you imagine being a ref right now after what happened last night?
I'm just thinking of trying to be a ref in general because it's got to be the most stressful job because no matter what you do, you're wrong.
Right? Yeah. The refs make, like, how much money? Like, none?
Yeah.
Something like that. From what I read, 70 checked in Decker did not. If I was Decker, I would have followed the ref until he knows I was checking and it was his time.
I mean, that is a good point. I mean, you should have. I mean, at some point, you do wait until you definitely get a response from the referee, and you know for sure that he heard you, that he understands the situation. That's also a valid point. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just feel like you went up and did what you had to do, which is go and report to the referee, and it shouldn't be taking anything more than that. So I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see it for myself, so I don't know the real situation. I don't know how
I
it
didn't
all
see
went
it
down.
either.
I just know it was weird.
I didn't see it
I just
either.
know I know my mind was blown because I was following it on my phone a little bit, and I was just like, what's going on? I'm saying, why is it taking so long to get this extra point over with? And then I'm seeing all this craziness is going on. They had three, and it was just weird. I don't know. The whole thing was just
Yeah.
one of those bizarre things that no matter what, it's over and done. The result's not going to change. The Cowboys won the football game, and it's how it's going to go down.
Yep. Yeah. And you know what else? All this happened on a Saturday night football game. A Saturday night. Not even a Sunday or Monday or Thursday. A Saturday night. To me, that's funny. Yeah. So if Goff threw a good ball that last play, the Lions win anyways. And this doesn't even matter. What, at the very, very end? Because,
Well,
oh, yeah. The referee was
I
looking
guess the
right at
last
him,
attempt.
shaking his head. All right. So, again, there's different sides to every story, and people have opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Mitch, imagine Philly halftime as a ref in the NFL. If he gets arrested, you and Mac will have to bail him out. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Himself out. He'd have referee money.
Yeah, I'm saving my money. I was watching the Mavs game that ended earlier. Well, yeah, you're a Mavericks fan.
Well, wait a minute.
What? What? You said, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. He's a Mavericks fan, but his logo's OKC.
He's a Thunder fan, too. He's been a Thunder
Nah,
fan for
me.
years. Yeah, don't let him get into that. Please don't. Halftime, where's the audio? What was said? We don't know that. I'm all saying. Okay.
All
So,
right,
can we
now that
please?
we've started an argument in our chat.
Hey, I love it. Keep it going. I love it. Can we have Philly halftime and Blaze Radio up here, please?
All right, we're going to do this Alexander Hamilton style. Y'all are going to get 3 verses of rap battling, and whoever wins the argument.
What the hell?
Yep, that's how we're doing this shit.
What? Oh my god. This is the other guy. I know you have reasons. This is the other guy. And then, you know what? Let's just get on to the next topic
At the end of
here.
the day,
Never mind.
but real quick, at the end of the day, though, the Detroit Lions, man, honestly, however you feel about that call, whether it was good or bad, end of the day, you gotta just take care of your own business and take it out of the refs'
Wait a
hands
minute.
completely. You had 4 quarters. You had 4 quarters to put more points on the board. Regardless, you didn't get the job done. At the end of the day, that's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
Here's something I do want to ask you guys, because I just thought of a potential comeback player of the year. Would
Okay.
you make an argument for Jared Goff being comeback player of the year?
Did he play
No,
did he play last year?
no,
Yeah.
he's not even eligible for that, in my opinion.
So even though
Not even
the
eligible, in
Lions
my
were one
opinion,
of
for
the worst
that.
teams in the league last year, and that he's now lead them back to a playoffs and also winning the NFC
Morning further.
Oh, the Lions
North.
almost made the playoffs last year. They almost made the playoffs last year. They were one of the hottest teams in football at the end of the season last year.
At the end of the season. For most of that season, they weren't. This is
Well, yeah, they
when
started
he's
off a little rough, but
LA. I'm just saying, maybe that could be a possibility.
I don't think he'd be eligible for it, honestly, though. He had a pretty strong season last year, too, so I don't really see how he would be eligible for comeback player of the year. But you never know. NFL's a finicky thing, so.
Right. I mean, for comeback player of the year, it's only those two. I feel like there's no one else, in my opinion. So, all right, Trevor Lawrence is out with the AC joint sprain. So he is out, right? But I just want to say this, or ask you guys this: is he overrated? Because now I'm just seeing like numbers of him, like next to like Mac Jones and stuff. Is he overrated? Because people were saying he was like the generational talent. Like before, I always called him Bo Callahan. If you guys watch NFL, if you guys watch Draft Day, you'll understand Bo Callahan. So,
All right, Trevor Lawrence.
yeah.
He is overrated in my opinion because they're putting they. I feel like a lot of people put him in the company of the great quarterbacks in this league. Already he has not really proven that. Now, to me, in my opinion, he is a good quarterback. Like I've seen comparisons with him and Daniel Jones and Mac, people like that. Like you said, he's better than those guys for sure. There's no
Yeah.
doubt in my mind he's better than those guys. But to put him in the elite company and talk about him in the same breath as the Patrick Mahomes and the Joe Burrows and the guys that have really proven things in this league already, no, he's not there. He hasn't proven that yet. Because since look at the Jaguars and once again this year, they're just they're just spinning their wheels, man, with him at quarterback. So he does a lot of good things, but he also does a lot of bad things. And he's like I said, to me, he's just a good quarterback. He hasn't proven to really be that elite or great guy yet, in my opinion. So I believe he is overrated just from that standpoint.
Tyler, how about you?
I do think he is in the overrated talks, but I do think it's just because of how highly regarded people are for him, saying that he's a top 10 quarterback in the league and stuff like that. I don't really think so. I do think that he is still, as Mac brought up, he's still a good quarterback, but I do think he still has a lot of growth to do.
Yeah.
And especially with the way his team is constructed, while they definitely are good, they definitely are, I feel, underperforming at least by a little bit. I feel like they should be one of the heads for that number one seat, or not number one seat, but top of that division, and also vying for a higher overall spot in the playoffs. But it's just Trevor Lawrence is still having a lot of mistakes he's doing, and I feel like eventually they will be improved upon because I do feel like he is a good enough player to improve upon those mistakes. But until he does, it's going to be a good little while before he can be considered an elite quarterback for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like now I just see it like he's been overrated like everywhere. Fantasy question: should I start Aaron Jones or Dobbs at Seahawks running back each in my flex spot? Oh, I don't know about that. And I
Hmm.
I'm trying to see the
championship.
matchups.
Who do the Packers have this week?
Who are the Packers playing? The Packers playing the Vikings.
That's Monday night, right?
Oh,
Yeah, that's Monday night. No, that's tonight.
yeah,
No, that's tonight.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Tonight.
All right, there is no Monday night.
Oh, that's a tough one.
There is no Monday night game this week.
But
I just remember that.
I'd probably go with I'd probably go with the Seahawks, man.
Yeah.
Seahawks guy. Just
Kenneth Walker.
uh is that the one he's talking about, Kenneth Walker? Yeah, I would probably go with Kenneth Walker against the Steelers as opposed to
It's a tough one.
Aaron
Yeah.
Jones or Dobbs. Well, Dobbs to me is out of. I wouldn't go with Dobbs at all. But Aaron Jones, I would. I don't. Yeah, I don't like the. I'm not sure about how I feel about the matchup. Big division game. Both teams need the victory bad. It's gonna be a dog fight that game, and I can see the Seahawks running all through the Steelers defense.
He said Zach. Yep, he is Zach in his friends. Okay, Zach Sharp. I forget his last name. Charbonnet.
Oh,
Something like
Charbonnet, yeah. Well, I would still go with him. I think I would go with him out of the three options. I would go with him.
that. Oh
I think
my god.
he'll get more opportunities as well. Probably he'll definitely get more opportunities because Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon they split a lot of the carries up in Green Bay a lot.
Yeah. So,
So
Tyler, you got anything to say about this? Because you are the guy who drafted a kicker 2 years in a row, first
Oh,
pick.
you're damn tune I am. And I have zero regrets about that to this very day. Um, I really don't know. I feel like Seattle's probably the safer option, in my honest opinion, because they the Green Bay's just been very finicky these last couple of games.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see.
Yeah. And I'm in the championship game again halftime. I better win. Thank you. Yep. All right. Now let's look at the NFL playoff scenarios for today. And I got a website that they're already updated. So here we go. We're going to start. No. Look. Yep, right here. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. And then we'll go. Here we go. Baltimore clinches AFC North title with the win or a tie, or Browns loss or a tie. Who do the Browns play again?
The Browns play on Thursday. Play the Jets on Thursday. They already won.
Oh, right.
week.
Yeah. So the Ravens have to win this game in order for them to clinch the title. Clinch it. So. Oh. Hey, look who's here. No, I just come in further.
Good
There you go.
morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this New Year's Eve?
We're doing good, man.
What up,
We're doing
Further?
good.
Happy New Year's, bro.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody.
New Year's.
Hope you're doing good, Mac. Hope you're doing good, Tyler. How you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing good, and Chad's got Dicker the Kicker on his fantasy team.
What's up, Chad? What's
That's
up?
cool, Chad.
Chad's got Dicker the Kicker.
Chad is a Chad.
Chad is a Chad. Copycat Chad is what we call him. But,
Oh, man.
yeah, so the Ravens have to beat the Dolphins for them to clinch. And then the Buffalo Bills, the games remaining. They got the Patriots at the Patriots and then at the Dolphins. Look at all this for the Bills.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not reading all that. Bills winners,
That's an
Steelers.
insane amount of scenarios. How do you have like 12 scenarios?
There's more than that. There's 14.
Essentially, as long as the Bills win and other teams lose, they'll be in.
Yeah, this is something that happens. Yeah, Bills just win.
Just win, baby.
Starts with the
Well-
Bills winning. So
Well, if they
Yeah, look,
tie-
there's like 7 different scenarios of the Bills tie.
tying. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scenarios with them tying. Why
That's
do we
ridiculous.
keep on seeing ties? When was the last
Have
time?
we had a tie at all this season?
Who?
Have we had any ties this season?
No,
No.
no.
Usually we
not
do
this
have
year.
one every year.
We usually have like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, it could be tonight. The Steelers and the Seattle. That could be a tie.
Right. And then Blaze goes, nope, I kicked Mitch in halftime out of my league. No championship game. He's mad that I'm in the championship game and he's not. So, yeah, that's enough for the Bills. Here's the Jaguars, though. The Jaguars, without Trevor Lawrence, they clinched his playoff berth and AFC title with a win and a Texans loss and a coach loss. So the Jaguars play the Panthers today, and then you got the Texans playing the Titans. Oh my God! And then the Colts playing the Raiders. So
Possibly happen.
that could honestly, I don't know about the Texans losing to Tyler's favorite team, the Titans, but Tyler, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about your Titans against their Texans?
Yes, my Titans.
No.
How do you feel about that, man? Because I know you're the biggest Titans supporter out there. Tyler?
With the best quarterback in the league. I don't even know which one they're on right now because I've gone through so many this season.
Right. Yeah. And then
I mean, honestly, the way Jacksonville's been playing, I wouldn't be shocked if the Panthers beat them today. I really wouldn't. That's how
Nah, we're
I
not
feel
gonna be
about Jacksonville right now.
now, Mac.
what? The Panthers won last week.
Just
we're not going to say that the Chiefs are bad enough to lose to the 2-win Panthers?
No, this is the Jaguars.
Look,
Oh, excuse me, the Jaguars? Okay, yes, the
I'm saying Jacksonville.
Jaguars are going to lose to the Panthers, yes.
You just don't want to hear that because you
I wouldn't
live
be
in South
shocked.
Carolina. You wouldn't be shocked?
Repeat that?
What?
I don't want to hear that because I live in South Carolina. What, the Panthers losing?
No, the Panthers winning. You don't want them to win because all you have to hear is Carolina fans.
What Carolina fans?
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
like
at
the
this point,
Commanders, man.
I
You
think they
don't.
checked out a long time ago.
In, where is it they play? I think it's Charlotte, which is in North Carolina.
Is it? I don't know. You know that more than
Yeah.
me.
I want to say
Yeah,
they
they play in
Charlotte.
Charlotte. That's where they play at.
I tell you,
They
once you get past and go further south than DC, good luck trying to find any local NFL fans. You'll see a lot of Cowboys, you'll see a lot of Steelers,
Yeah.
but you ain't going to see the Commanders. You're not going to see Panthers stickers driving around. You're not going to see Titans fans. You'll see a few Falcons fans. There's some diehard Falcon. I'll give Falcon fans some credits to diehard Falcons fans out there, but other than that, dude, Commanders and Panthers fans and
Most of the people that are down here are Cowboys fans, Eagles fans, surprisingly. There's a couple of Giants fans.
yeah, I got a lot of Giant fans.
Like
a lot of Giant fans.
A lot of them that they have in common is that they'll support them and they'll at least follow them a little bit, but that's not their favorite team. It's like, it's the hometown team. Our college football team that we have local here, Coastal Carolina, has more fans here than the Panthers do.
All right. So for the Chiefs, they will win or tie, or Raiders loss or tie, and Broncos loss or tie.
Basically, they're going to make it tonight.
Who do they
Basically,
play?
they need to win.
That sums that up. Chiefs are
Just
beating
win.
the
Just
Bengals.
win.
Yeah,
Handle
all
your
I
own
gotta do
business.
is win.
Just win.
You got to beat the Bengals, and they got a home field.
They're against the Bengals. Yep.
Yeah, at 425, and they're going to be in Kansas. So that's a good odds for the Chiefs to definitely get in today.
And then for the Dolphins, Miami clinches AFC title with a win or Bills loss.
They're already in the playoffs, though. They already clinched the playoff spot.
No, this is for the AFC title,
Oh, okay.
the East title. So
Surprisingly,
Yeah,
the Browns clinched
once
too.
again, just take care of your own business.
So the Rams, they clinched a playoff berth with the win and Seattle loss. So they need Seattle lose.
Go Steelers. I guess the Rams will root for Steelers today.
Yeah.
Once again,
Dude, that
always
Packers
start
Viking
handling
game is
your
going
own
to be
business,
interesting.
though. Take care of business.
I think the Packers might win.
You got the Packers? I forget who I picked. We'll do pick'ems later. And then there's about to be 4 tie games today.
That would be hilarious. I'm actually thinking about that. I think it's going to be the Steelers, Seahawks, and the Vikings and the Packers.
So the Eagles clinched NFC title with Philadelphia Eagles win and Cowboys loss.
So they can't. I mean, they can't clinch it then.
Can't even
They
do
can't.
it.
That's already,
Basically,
it's going
we
to come
just
down
gotta
next
win
week
out.
for them.
We got to win out in order for us to get the second seed. That's basically it. We just got to win out. The 49ers, the next game is the Commanders. All right. So, they can't even do this. 49ers can't even do this because the Lions already won. So, there you go.
Wait, you said the Lions won?
Oh, the Lions
Nah.
lost. Yeah.
No, they can.
Mike.
If the Eagles
Yeah.
lose, today to the Cardinals, and the 49ers win, they clinch number 1 seed.
Yep. Dude, that Eagles have to win out every game. There's a chance in hell to even tie with that first seed.
There's only 2 games.
49ers would probably win the tiebreakers.
And then for
Oh,
Seattle.
will.
Seattle clinches playoff win. Are you kidding me? So they have to win, and the Packers and Vikings have to tie. What
Hey,
is
that could
this?
happen. That
I
could
can't believe
happen.
the Lions fucked that game up.
Dude, if that actually
Just-
happens, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say if that actually happens for the Buccaneers. They clinch a playoff berth in NFC title with so basically they gotta win. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's basically it.
Yep.
So who are they against again? The Saints. They can beat the Saints. They can definitely beat the
Sure can.
Saints. Elimination six. Oh my god, I'm not going through all that. Nope. 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 All right. So those are the playoff scenarios. And actually, further, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
Can you name a comeback player of the year candidate besides DeMar Hamlin and Joe Flacco?
Comeback player of the year?
Yeah.
You have to
I'm
give me a
actually,
second to think about that.
right?
Hold
I
on.
mean,
There's
Tyler
a
did
few
say
on my
golf.
mind.
Tyler did say Jared Goff, which I'm like, I don't know about that
Not
one.
after last night.
You know, another one I just thought about.
What?
Not after
One,
last
one I just thought about. People probably not thinking because he plays on a bad team. Brees Hall, man. Brees Hall came back strong this year. I mean, he's played on a terrible New York Jets team, but he's had a really solid. He's still doing some really good things, solid things. Probably be at least a candidate, at least a nominee, at
Everyone's
least for
saying
it.
Joe Flacco. What?
Yeah, Flacco.
Wow.
Give me another reason why not. Like, dude, he played 5 games. What? Super Bowl contending defense. Well, Flacco's been doing at
Yeah.
age 40. 40!
He's got 13 touchdown passes in 5 games. He has more touchdown passes than teams, than
The
about
number one on the
6 or
list
7
is
other teams in the league.
DeMar Hamlin's safety right now is the number one odd
Yeah.
in
See, I
in,
wonder
in
why.
Vegas. That's just Vegas. And then they have Joe Flacco, then Baker Mayfield, Tua, Stafford,
Two was actually a really good one.
Oh,
and Lamar
I forgot
Jackson.
about Tua.
Yeah, Tua.
Oh, I forgot Lamar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lamar's a huge comeback, actually. Yeah.
Lamar could actually win it. I'll take Lamar over Stafford. Hell, I'll take
I mean,
Lamar
Baker
over
Mayfield's a
DeMar
good one too,
Hamlin.
actually.
Who?
Baker
Comeback
Mayfield. I mean,
player of
he
the
might have
year.
saved his career with this season, actually.
Yeah.
This was going to be his
that's
last. This
actually
was going to
good
be
stuff.
his
I didn't even
last
think about
chance.
that.
So those are the top 5, right? Those are the top 5. You got DeMar Hamlin, Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, and who am I? Tua. Those are the 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotta be the 5. Like, dang, I didn't even think about that. Brees Hall's a good one too, so that's 6. And then Jared Goff, I'll throw that in for Tyler, so that's 7. Tyler,
Yay.
what?
Yay.
I don't know. What are the odds of Jared Goff being there? Probably slim to none, but I'll give it to you. And then there was another thing I want to ask you further while you're here. Oh, yeah, here it is. What do you think about Russell Wilson getting benched?
Wow. That really had that. Wow. I didn't hear about this, but
Yeah, he
I
got
think that's
benched a couple
ridiculous.
days ago for the rest of the season for Jared Stidham.
Wow.
They're thinking about cutting Russell Wilson. Just plain
I
out.
don't think Russell's. God damn. Well, they got that new coach, the coach from New Orleans Saints. I call him Pucker Face.
Why?
Why? Because he always makes that puckery lip.
Right. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of
Remember all
funny.
back in the day with Drew Brees? He used to stare at him with the like he
that
was
makes
kissing
sense.
him.
That honestly makes sense. So, what do you think
I don't
about it?
know. That's crazy. Something must not be working out. I wonder if there's something going on in the locker room between coach and quarterback we don't know about.
Wait, hold
Maybe
on.
words were exchanged.
Breaking news about the referees last night. The changes are members of Brad Allen's officiating crew will not be involved in the playoffs from last night.
Good.
They've been
That's
they're
good.
not allowed to do playoffs this year.
Yeah, that's what Schefter just said. Look, I got it right there.
I think that goes to show that they did that. What we heard was true. Then that he did report.
So there you go. That's it.
Wow.
That's basically it. That's a huge statement by the
NFL
NFL.
took action.
They took action. That's a huge statement. I'm gonna look for it on Twitter right now. No, no, just
Well, I guess it makes sense because the Broncos are, I guess, not going to go anywhere this season. So save the contract on Russell Wilson from him getting further injured.
well,
'Cause you
they're
got
gonna
a big
cut him.
contract on him.
They're gonna cut him.
They're going to cut him. Okay,
They're
well,
talking about
go
cutting.
paying all that
Yeah,
money
they're
then.
not happy with them. Sean
$37
Payton hates
million
Russell Wilson.
salary.
Hates him.
Sean Payton's gonna want his quarterback there instead of a quarterback that.
Well, that's why they want to cut him. They're not going to pay the $37 million.
Getting older.
Oh wait, this is about the Packers. Hold on. Keep in mind because I just got it from Bleacher Report, so I'm trying to find it from Twitter. All right, looks like that's just it. Oh, here we go. Crucial. No. Oh wow, so he had another bad. They had another bad call. What was it? Wow. 2 weeks ago failed. Okay, so there you have it. Another crucial call from them.
That's what I mean. This is what I mean by it doesn't matter about the name on the uniform. Like you got if that's Patrick Mahomes, they're throwing that flag and not thinking twice about it. But it's Justin Fields, and they're just like, all right, we didn't see that. Act like they didn't see that. That's what I mean. The inconsistency of the calls. That roughing the pass penalty is already ridiculous enough as it is. But if you're going to call it, you got to call it the same way every time, no matter what.
Yeah, that
And they don't
100%
do
should
that.
have been a rough in the passer.
So there you go. The refs are gone. They're not allowed to be in a playoff game. And there you go. So that's it. A statement has been made by the NFL. I love it. Honestly, love it. If I were them, don't even let them back in. Or not even next year. I wouldn't even let those guys back in. I mean, it's okay from one time, but 2 times in the same season is ridiculous.
I'm sure it's been more than that.
They should
It's
have
probably been more.
barred from playoffs games the second they did that no call against Justin Fields because that's showing they don't care about the safety of that quarterback.
Right.
And then they should have been fined if what we heard yesterday is true.
Yeah. All right. So I did not expect that at all to happen right now. Speaking of that, that was a big move by the NFL. So, is there hot takes you guys should have this week? Either like any hot takes this week, and then we'll go into the NFL tier rankings right after this. I'm gonna get that set up right now. Any hot takes? There we go.
Any hot takes? What's a hot take? What's a hot take?
See the rest of these.
My hot take.
It's hot take, not hot cake. Just letting you guys, just clarifying.
Well, see, my hot cake is.
Oh my god, you asshole!
My hot take is that the Panthers will upset the Jacksonville Jaguars today because that's how down I am on Jacksonville that I just don't even care anymore. I think the Panthers will absolutely upset the Jacksonville Jaguars today.
If that happens, Mac, I'm clipping that and putting it on social media. If that actually happens,
I'm going to make an even bigger hot take.
wow.
I'm going to say the Green Bay Packers will not win a game for the rest of the season.
So for the next 2 games,
Yes.
who
I
do they
think
have?
so.
Who do they have?
I don't know. I didn't look.
The Vikings tonight.
That's just a good. No, that's just a good instinct I have.
The Vikings tonight,
Yeah, they got.
and they probably got I guess I want to say the Bears next week, maybe.
I'm gonna look.
Is it
Yeah,
Bears?
the Bears next week.
Yeah, they got the Bears.
They got the Packers, the Vikings tonight, and then the Bears next week.
That's a real hot
That
take.
could
God
happen.
damn.
That
That
actually
actually
could happen.
that could happen.
I actually like that. Further, you got one?
Uh,
I just had a hot pancake.
let's see, hot take. Man, you do this every single time, and I'd never ever. I should prepare for these.
But when you prepare for them, he doesn't have it.
That'd be funny. Watch next week. I won't have it. And you'll be like, man, it's really hot take. I'm like, go ahead.
Let's
prepare.
see
And I'm
here.
like,
Oh, I
"No,
got a
no."
hot take. Raiders beat the Colts today, causing a stir between the Texans, Bengals, and the Steelers on who's going to go and replace the Colts for that wild card spot with the 7th seed.
I actually picked them to win in my pick'ems, so hopefully that comes true. I would love that. And then for me, I'm trying to think. I need to look at the schedule real quick here of today's games. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, I got one. The Kansas City Chiefs will lose again, even though
Oh.
I think they will lose again to the Bengals, and I picked the Bengals to win. So there you go. I got the Bengals beating the Chiefs. That's my hot take. I don't know if that's really a hot take, but I'm just throwing it out there. All right, now let's get into the rankings here. Let me take this off and then share screen again. Here we go. So here's our rankings from last week. So obviously the Ravens beat the Niners, so I'll go like this. Anything else from last week to this week?
From last week to this week.
Let me look at the.
Do we move the Chiefs behind the Seahawks?
Let me see here. Let me see. If Seattle wins, then I agree with you on. Seattle beat the Titans, and then the Chiefs lost, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I agree with that. Anyone else? I agree with that. Further, Mac, you agree with that? Should I put Seattle in front of Kansas City?
Yeah, I'd flip flop them. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
That's a good
I'm
one,
moving.
Tyler. Good one.
Oh man, I'd move Houston and Jacksonville. I don't know, man. I don't like how I feel about either one of those teams right now. Houston without C.J. Stroud is looking like Houston, to be quite frank. And like I said, I'm down on Jacksonville at this point. They're a disappointing football team. I don't know if they
Yeah.
belong on that line, on the A line up there.
I'll let you know. Who did they play
But-
last week? Who did they play like? Oh, they lost to the Buccaneers. So you got to move them down. I feel like you got to. Did the Browns win? That's the question. The Browns won, right? Last week.
Oh, the Browns need to be up on the A line. The Browns need to be up on the A line, by the way.
Yeah. I'm going
Definitely
here,
Browns need to be up on the A line.
and then I'll move Jacksonville down. Actually, I'll put them here.
Browns should be in front of Houston as well. It should be in front of Houston and the Colts. They should be. I'd almost be willing to put them in front of Buffalo too, but definitely, yeah.
Let me see. Did the Bills win last week? The Bills beat the Chargers. So, oh no, that's your take on that. Do you guys think the Browns should be ahead of the Bills?
The Browns are already in the playoffs. They've already clinched the playoff spot.
I think as of this current moment in time, yes.
All right. So, I think the Buccaneers should be ahead of the Broncos. I think the Broncos.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Broncos lost to the Patriots, right? Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they gotta be there. Wait, am I the wrong week? What the hell? Oh, yep, there it is. So, did the Packers win? The Packers beat the Panthers, so should the Buccaneers be ahead of the Packers?
Yeah, I would, because I think they just scraped by the Panthers now.
They did. They just barely beat them.
It was
They just
33
barely
to
beat them.
30.
You need to put
Panthers
the
had a chance to.
Steelers.
Detroit.
Panthers had a
Yeah,
chance
I
to
put
win the
them in
game
front
at
of
the end of the game.
Jaguars.
As a matter of fact.
Hold on.
I would put
Further,
the
what you say?
Jaguars behind.
I like what you did there with the Bucks because the Bucks need to be ahead of the Packers right now because the
Yeah.
Bucks won last week and they destroyed. And the Packers barely beat the Panthers. You know the Panthers stink, but the Steelers need to be bumped up because they whooped ass last week. Did anyone watch that Steelers game last week?
Nope.
It was the Saturday night game.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
watched
was
it.
against the Bengals.
I watched it.
It was 34 to
It was
11. It was
34
just
to 11.
it was so fun to watch this.
So, you know what? Then you make a good point. Should I put the Steelers in front of the Broncos or in front of the Packers as well? I think they should go here.
No, I wouldn't put them in front
Well,
of. I
but
wouldn't.
also,
wouldn't
why are
put
the
them in front
Buccaneers
of either
behind the
one of them.
Jaguars when they just beat the Jaguars?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Why are the Buccaneers behind the Jags when they just beat the Jags? And then I put the Jags probably behind the Packers. Yeah, probably behind the Packers.
So like that, Steelers.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, because yep. I agree
I
with
think
that
you got to bring
assessment.
Houston down at least, bring it down to the next line too. Houston needs to come down to the next line. I think.
And what about the Broncos? Are we leaving them
They've
right
been
there, or
sliding.
should they go down to C?
I think the Broncos should move down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Broncos.
because they lost to the Patriots, and the Patriots suck. They have to go down to C. And the Bears. No. Put the Bears ahead. I like what you did right there.
You mean the Bengals?
Right there,
Oh,
yes, because the Bears won
No,
last
that's
week.
the Bengals.
Oh, that's the Bengals?
The
oh,
Bears.
my God. Oh, the Bears. Okay, yeah. You need to move the Bears up.
No, the Bears have to stay on the bottom row.
But they
Nah,
gotta
they need to stay on the
they gotta
bottom
be
row.
ahead of the Falcons.
That the bottom line is people that have already been eliminated. We don't care about that bottom line.
Yeah, all right. Actually, yeah, I guess it does matter because the Falcons have to get. I have to give credit with the Falcons. They did beat the Colts last week. Even
I'll
though
put the
Bears won.
Patriots here because they did beat the Broncos. So
They didn't beat us. They didn't beat us. We busted their ass when we played them.
okay, then here. Hold on, it won't move. There we go. Stop it.
Not that it matters.
Wait.
Not that it actually matters. But
Yeah, wait. Here we go. Hold on, real quick. Okay, yeah, that's right. That should be right. Okay, I'm just looking at.
I mean, the bottom row is irrelevant, basically. I mean, the Falcons aren't eliminated. The Falcons are not eliminated. So if we're basing it off of that, the Falcons should be maybe up on C because they're not eliminated. They have a chance to still win their division.
All right. Any other teams I'm forgetting about here that should be moved up? Didn't the Raiders beat the Chiefs?
Oh, I got one right. Move the Saints down and move the Raiders up because the Vikings won and the Saints lost.
Okay.
Actually, you might even want to put the Vikings one more ahead of the Broncos, even because the Broncos lost. Yeah, right there. That right, just like that.
I mean, the Raiders did beat the Chiefs, and the Broncos didn't the Broncos lose? Yeah, they lost. So I think it should go like that. Honestly, Tyler, what do you think?
I like that. I think that definitely goes well. I think that does bode well, I think, with everything that we've been doing so far. So I kind of like the list where it's at as of this current moment.
All right, I just have one question here. After the Lions lost last night, are they still better than the Dolphins? Because the Dolphins are banged up right now. They're still banged up with Tyreek
Well, let me
Hill.
ask you this. Would you move the Dolphins up and then would you put the Lions behind the Eagles since the Eagles won?
So you would go like this?
Yeah, would that make sense? Does that work?
I think that's good.
No, I wouldn't. You know why I wouldn't? Because
course
the
you
Eagles
wouldn't.
just got by a bad New York Giants team. And they just got by a bad New York Giants team. Detroit battled all the way to the end with Dallas. I wouldn't make that loss reflect them being lesser than the Eagles right now in this current stage. Eagles are still have to have a lot to
That is
prove.
very
I
fair.
think on the broadcast they were saying it best. it doesn't even matter. The Eagles win these last three games. It's against the Giants twice and the Cardinals. That proves absolutely nothing about the Eagles really being back and ready for the top echelon, top opponents in the NFC conference. You know what I mean? That just means they can beat teams that they're supposed to absolutely beat. I mean, the Cardinals and the Giants is like, I mean, it's not their fault. Schedule is how the schedule is, but that's just like they playing the Giants and the Cardinals to finish the season up. That's not going to really prove to anybody that the Eagles are necessarily got things back on track. I mean,
Exactly.
that's just
It's
how I
just
feel about it.
amazing how we just fell off the cliff after beating the Chiefs and beating the Bills. No, excuse me. Uh, Just the Chiefs game. Let's just go with that, and go especially beating the Chiefs in Kansas, and then afterwards just completely falling off the wagon. And
Yeah,
yes, I agree with you, Mac. Just
let's
because
not
we
also
beat these
forget
two
that that
games does
is
not
the
mean we're
hardest
back on the
game
horse
stretch
again.
in all of the NFL. We can't just take that away from them. I'm sure they were probably freaking exhausted after having those two games.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
but the thing is, the other teams figured us out. That's the thing, Tyler. They figured us out. And we haven't been able to figure us out and switch it so we can change up our schemes because somebody has figured us out. They know that you could just run right up the middle on us. And I'm glad we got that new linebacker. He's showing that he's making a complete 180 difference on this defense. That middle linebacker we got, because he showed in that Giants game he stopped Barkley on some really huge plays that could have possibly potentially gone for touchdown runs because no one would have stopped Barkley. He was on his way to the TD.
all
I
right.
put it this way: the Giants had more competent quarterback play. They would have beat the Eagles last week, and I mean that's just a fact. With just more competent quarterback play, they would have beaten the Eagles last week, and that's just clear. That was clear as day. I mean that game came down. It shouldn't have came down to that. The Eagles are a far more talented football team, and they should have went out there and just absolutely destroyed the Giants. It should never even come down to a throw into the end zone on the final play of the game. It shouldn't have been that close.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And I just given up 25 points to the Giants. I mean, honestly, Mac, you probably feel pretty good right now getting 25 points on the Giants defense after last season
Look,
getting
I
how
thought
many
the Eagles were
sacks?
gonna. Thought the Eagles were gonna score 40 on us. I thought they were gonna throw up 40 on us. Like I thought it was gonna be a blowout. They were gonna throw up 40 on us. So I was actually shocked how competitive the Giants kept that game. So
That's the thing.
I
Jalen
mean,
Hurts throws an interception that you're right. It could have been 40 points, but when you throw an interception, that hurts. But hey, I got to say one thing. You want to talk about comeback player? I think. Do you think Tyrod Taylor saved his ass? Because honestly, dude, this might be the last year we see Tyrod Taylor ever playing football again.
no, I mean, no, he'll be around in a backup. He's not gonna get any real opportunities as a starter, but he'll be around as a back. He's a solid backup quarterback. That he'll always have that as long as he wants to keep playing for right now.
Yeah.
He'll always get a job doing that. He probably won't be with the Giants next year, but he'll be with somebody. He'll be on somebody's team.
Yeah, Alexander, you got lucky. I mean, thank you. Now we have a shot for the second seed. So,
Man, that crowd last night though was erupt at that Cowboy Stadium. The fans were just going crazy. I was watch that game.
all right. Now let's go to the pick'ems, and then we will conclude this show. Where are you, you son of a gun? There you are. All right. Patriots at the Bills. Let's start off with, you know what? Let's start off with Tyler. Then go the other way.
All right, let's see what me from many, many weeks ago at this point said.
Oh, you're actually looking it up?
Yes. All right, so when it comes to this game, I have Buffalo winning.
Yes. Okay. Mac.
Yeah, Buffalo for sure. Like, yeah, Buffalo.
All right. Further.
Buffalo for me.
All right. I don't have to say anything because my pick is on the screen. All right. Further. Bears, Falcons.
I'm going Bears on this one, and it's gonna be a home field. It's hard to get a win in Chicago. I'm going Bears on this one. I think they're finally getting it together over there. Hopefully, with Khalil Herbert back.
And then Mac, who you got?
I agree with your assessment. Further, I like the Bears in Chicago in December, man, against the Atlanta Falcons.
All right. Tyler.
I also have the Chicago Bears taking this one.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Tyler. You know why I picked the Bears, right?
No,
Look at their record.
son of a bitch.
Oh my God! Good news, guys. Guess what? Could we go back to that game real quick with the Bears?
What? Hit me with it.
It might be snow on the field when the game starts. It's snowing right now
Oh Lord.
at Soldier Field.
I got the Bears.
That's going to be a fun game. Hell yeah. I hope it is going to be a ton of snow. It says it's right now 60% snowing, and it's actually snow right now coming down. So they'll probably have the field, cleared over, but it might be some snow left on the ground. It's going to be a cold game. So that's going to be a weather game to look out for today.
All right. So for me, wait. Everyone got the Bears? Wait, hold on. Sorry, I need to move you here. Mac, who you got?
Yeah, I had the Bears.
I think we're all sticking with the Bears.
Tyler, you too?
Yep, Bears.
And then for me, on the end around, I got the Raiders. I got the Raiders here. Tyler, who you got?
I have the Raiders.
That means I got to change to the Colts sound, don't I? All right. Mac, who you got?
I like the Colts here, man. I think I like the Colts. Raiders have been nice. They've been on the road playing hard for Antonio Pierce, but I like the Colts.
All right. So, Vic, a lot of them going with the Raiders now. So, further, who you got?
I'm going to have to go with the Colts defense on this one. And I do see that the Raiders possibly could win this, but it being at home and the Colts having a strong defense right now, I'm going to go with the Colts.
Okay. All right. And further, right back at you. Rams, Giants.
I'm going to go Rams on this one. Sorry, Giants.
Yeah. All right.
I think the best thing to do is just lose out the season, get a good pick, and start building off draft picks.
All right. We're gonna go with Tyler and then Mac after him. Tyler, go.
All right. So for Giants versus Rams, I actually have the Giants.
Well, you picked this a couple weeks ago. Mind that.
Oh no, this wasn't a couple weeks ago. This was like at least over a month or so ago. But you know what? Fucking we ball. Fucking we ball. Giants are winning.
All right, Mac. Who you
Yeah,
got?
I see you looking at me, Mac. What up?
No, I got the. I'm going with the Rams here just because I think their offense is a little too explosive. Giants can't score enough points to keep up. Unless the Giants create the turnovers, they just can't score enough points.
All right. And then me, you can see on the screen. Cardinals, Eagles. Tyler.
Now
Huh?
hear me out, guys.
Are you picking the Cardinals?
Hear me out here.
Are you picking the Cardinals?
No, I'm picking the Eagles.
Thank God. Mac. You know what? Just for that, Tyler, you deserve to get muted.
I'm taking the Eagles here. I think it is once again will be another close game, closer than expected though. But I like the Eagles to still pull it out at home.
Further.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals on this one. I mean, sorry, the Eagles.
Because I know you went with the Cardinals against the Cowboys. I know
No,
that.
I'm going with the Eagles on this one. Sorry, I fucked.
You're good,
Going with
man.
the
You're
Eagles.
good.
I'm trying to find. The last time Cardinals beat us at our own field was 2015 with Chip Kelly.
I was there. I was at the
Yeah,
game.
that was the December game, and that's when we lost. Wasn't that when we had Mark Sanchez out there? We had the
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can wonder we lost. Sanchez, baby.
All right. Further. Right back at
Fucking
you.
butt fumble.
Saints at the Buccaneers. Who you got?
Oh, what did I pick? Hold on. Let me go to mine because I want to make sure that I. Oh man, it's not on here. Hold on. I think I picked the Bucks. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I don't think I picked the Saints. Did I pick? There was a game I did an upset. I just want to make sure it wasn't this one, but I'm gonna say right now, it's gonna be the Bucks. Pretty sure. What did I pick? Yeah, I picked the Bucks.
All right. Tyler.
See, he won't take the upset, but I sure as hell will. I got the Saints.
So you're marching in to Tampa Bay with the dub.
Yep.
All right. Okay. And then I got the Niners. Tyler, who you got?
For this one, I have the Niners.
All right. Mac.
49ers. I can't even fix my mouth to say the Commanders.
The Niners could probably not even start their first string and still beat the Commanders today.
All right. So you're going with the Niners.
Commanders. I mean, sorry, 49ers. What is wrong with me today? Saying everything fucking backwards.
Commanders winning. Clip it, chat. Clip it.
Oh, I will. Further, who you got? Panthers at the Jaguars. No Trevor Lawrence.
Jaguars.
He's out. Trevor Lawrence.
Jaguars.
All right. Mac. Oh, yeah. I already know who you're
I
going
already
with.
told you, man. It's my hot take.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah. Tyler, who you got?
Keep in mind, I did this a couple of months ago.
You're picking Carolina.
I have Carolina.
All right. I'm going Jacksonville. Calvin really needs to go get 3 touchdowns for me today. Dolphins and the Ravens. I'm going Ravens. Dolphins are too banged up. Tyler?
For this one, I have Baltimore.
All right. Mac?
I also like Baltimore. I think they proved to be the absolute cream of the crop in the entire NFL right now. With the big win against the 49ers last week. Got to go Baltimore here.
Further.
I have to go with the Ravens on this one, and the reason why their wide receiver Waddle is out and starting running back Rasheem Mostert is not going to be playing.
All right, so you're going with the Ravens. Good
Right,
call.
that's huge loss right there for Miami, especially if you're trying to beat the Ravens and have any shot in hell to beat the Ravens, I should say.
Oh, really quick, shout out to Football Talk with Bo. He's having technical difficulties, but hold on 1 second. It looks like he's gotten some snow in Seattle, so he's having technical difficulties.
Y'all can keep that crap up north.
Nah, let's take it to South Carolina, please.
No. You keep that shit away.
No, let's go to South Carolina, please.
No.
What are we, Caddyshack now?
Tyler, you missed the snow. All right. So whose turn was it? Who picked it? Further, I think it's you.
Okay, I'm going Texans on this one. Texans are literally, I think, the most improved team from last year. They've really changed with the new coach. I have to give credit where credit's due. Texans are looking pretty good for the future.
That's my coach of the year, D'Amico Ryans. And get this, guys. I think it was a couple weeks ago. Derek Barnett got a sack for the Texans a couple weeks ago.
Woo!
Yeah, the coach of the Texans used to be one of my favorite linebackers on the Eagles. Oh God, he used to be such a savage, and him and Matthews as wide receiver with Jackson. Remember Deshaun
Yeah.
Jackson, and we had McCoy. Oh God, that was the years. I'm not going to talk.
Mac, who you got?
Is CJ Stroud back today?
Yes, he should be.
Well, then I like Houston for sure.
So Tyler, you're going with the
If
Titans?
CJ Stroud's out there, I definitely
I
love
got
Houston.
the Texans. Don't
No,
you do any
Tyler.
shenanigans.
Tyler, stick to your guns and pick the Titans.
That's
I
right.
stuck to my guns when I made these predictions, and I have the Texans.
You
No,
put
you're
that
picking-
beef brisket in your mouth, you
I don't
Oilers
think there's been a
fan.
single time I predicted Tennessee to win that they've actually won.
And then for me, Seattle. I mean, of course, for this one, you guys can see here, Texans. I got Seattle on this one. Tyler, who you got?
Apparently, I have the Steelers.
All right, Mac.
I must have been really riding high on Kenny Pickett.
I love Seattle here, man.
Kenny Pickett's not even playing.
It's a
He's
tough
out.
place to go play.
I know. I bet when I made these picks.
All right, Mac, who you got?
Yeah, I like Seattle up at home, man.
All right. Further,
I'm gonna go with shoot. Man, this is a hard one. When's the last time Pittsburgh's won in Seattle? Have they ever won in Seattle?
okay. So you're going with Seattle.
Hold on. I'm still going with Pittsburgh. Okay, the last time the Steelers won in Seattle wasn't even in their current stadium, and it was in 1983. Good Lord, Steelers. Is
Kingdom.
today the day? I'm
Kingdom.
going with the Steelers. And by the way, the last time they faced was in 2021, and it went into overtime. It tied 2020, and that's when the Steelers won with that field goal. And it was at
Right.
Heinz Field. But anyway, this is going to be in Seattle, isn't it? Okay, I'm still going Pittsburgh. I think they're finally going to get a win in Seattle for the first time since 1983, and the first time ever in this stadium. Okay, that's my hot take.
And
Go
by
Steelers.
the way, Tyler, Chad said snow is headed towards your house.
Chad, I swear everything. I will take the snow shovel. I will start yeeting all that shit to wherever your house is.
Tyler, I can imagine you right now going out there and going, yeet. You're pulling a Jay Uso. Yeet.
Man, the game would have been so much better if this game was in Pittsburgh, because it's actually snowing in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, so it's in Seattle. I got Seattle.
Is it raining in Seattle? No.
No, it's
No.
not in Seattle.
It's snowing in Seattle.
It
That's
rains
where
every
Bo-
it rains every day in Seattle.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah. And then I got the Broncos here against the Chargers. Tyler, who you got? Let me guess. You're going with the Broncos.
Yes.
All right, Mac.
Yeah, the Broncos.
All right. Further.
Broncos.
All
Wait.
right.
But Russell Wilson's not playing. Who's their backup again? That one guy?
Stidham.
Jared Stidham
Wasn't he our backup quarterback many moons ago?
a while ago, yeah. It's
Oh,
when you were
Chargers
still
are playing
here in
that- Chargers
Jersey.
are playing a
Fucking
backup
knows
quarterback
about
too.
this game, really.
Huh? Tyler, he was a backup.
I'm just
when
going with the
you were
Broncos
still
because
here
they
in
play better
Jersey.
defense.
Yeah, I guess that's what's going on. Oh yeah, look, everyone's out on the Chargers. They got no one on offense. Allen's out, Palmer's out. Their left defensive end, Nick Williams, is out. Shit, everyone's out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Broncos because there's a lot of health issues in the Chargers right now. They need to get a charge back up. They need to plug in and recharge because, good Lord.
All right. Further.
Oh wow, you're going with the upset of the.
This is my hot take.
Really?
I'm going with the Bengals, yeah.
I'm definitely going to have to go Chiefs here because I think the Chiefs want to solidify themselves a spot in the playoffs, and today's the day to do it.
All right, Mac.
Yeah, I agree with further. I got the Chiefs as well. Finally put it together, put a decent game together, man. And after that embarrassing loss a week ago, They just figure it out this week against the Bengals.
Ooh,
All
man,
right,
cold.
Tyler.
I have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, I'm the lone wolf. Finally, I'm going with the Bengals. I can't trust the Chiefs wide receivers. I can't, and I can't trust Travis Kelce right now after he threw his helmet. So, and then I got the Packers over the Vikings. So, Tyler, who you got?
I have the Vikings.
All right, Mac.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings too. I don't even. Yeah, I'll just go with the Vikings. No real reason why.
I mean, Jefferson is there, so that is a good reason why. Further,
Oh, I'm going with the Packers on this one. This is going to be my upset.
damn, I wanted to be the lone wolf again.
I think Kirk Cousins' prime time is going to show.
Kirk is not even playing.
Oh, he's not even playing.
He's not even their quarterback.
Oh, interesting. So that's even more of a reason for the Packers.
Nick Mullins is
Nick
Mullins is the
is their
quarterback.
quarterback.
Well, it still doesn't change my mind. I'm going Packers.
Yeah, me too. And that's it. That's the last game. No Monday night games. So because
That was fun.
Because college football is tomorrow, and I can't wait for Alabama to beat Michigan. Woohoo!
Man, did y'all watch that? What was it? The Georgia?
God, I watched that thing. That wasn't even a game. That was bullying.
That it
What
was a
game was that?
slaughter.
That's
It makes you think,
The final score was
just-
63-3.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
dude. It was
Yeah,
an
'cause
absolute slaughter. And you know what the best thing is? That school literally believes they deserve to join Florida Gators in the SEC.
yeah. So
They are
now,
out of their fucking mind. Florida State should be lucky that they're in the ACC and dominate it and have a chance to even make the playoffs. Because honestly, they're all bitching that they didn't make the playoffs because they had an undefeated season. They wouldn't even had a chance to beat Washington or Michigan. They would have been completely destroyed.
So, Mac, you were saying something? Let me actually that.
No, I was gonna say that just goes to show how the system is so fucked up with the college playoff system. Georgia's the best team in the country. You can't tell me they're not the best team in the damn country still. They lost to Alabama. They caught them on a bad day. They barely lost to Alabama. And they get knocked completely out of the playoffs. Like, give me a break.
And then
They're
now
the best team in
Michigan,
the country, and they proved it.
Michigan's gonna destroy.
Michigan gets screwed. After all of that, we get screwed.
No, you don't.
Are
You
you
should be
saying that
so
you would
happy
rather
right
say
now. If I was
Georgia?
Michigan, I would be like, oh my God, all we have to do is beat Alabama, shitty old Alabama. At least you don't have to worry about Georgia or Washington or like a harder opponent. I would be so happy right now if I were you.
And then Ohio State
This
lost. So I'm
man
happy
really
about
had
that.
to
Oh,
face
that Ohio State loss
Georgia
was so
over
fun to
Alabama.
watch.
All
Go
right, guys.
Mizzou.
All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe on the Hardcore Sports Network. We had as many as 13 people in the chat today. Really appreciate you guys, man. This is the best show on the network. And make sure you guys tune into next week for the final rankings. And then I'll post that on all social media. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and we are out. Peace.